Hey, how you doing? I'm the Glant Guru once again, and here's my review of the Kodiak Canvas Tent. Out the gate, this tent is huge, 10 by 10, 6-person tent, amazing. And here's some of the good and bad things about this tent. It is made of canvas, which is very durable. It's also 73 pounds, and the poles in the bag are actually carried separate, and there's no backpack straps, which kind of sucks. Beyond that, this tent is amazing. This tent will last your whole life, I guarantee you, if you take care of it. And right away when you open it, you're going to see how well made this thing is. Minus the dust, of course. Yeah, it's been used a few times, as you can't tell. Might get the black lung from this thing. Make sure to spread the tent out completely, because you're going to have to stake it down to get it up. I mean, just laying this beastie tent down has already got me beat. Down. Right, whatever. And here you go, the poles in a completely separate bag. We're so excited about that. Guess who forgot a mallet? This guy. So I guess I'll just use a rock. I hope all the comments are just you guys trolling me about using a rock and not a mallet. Anyway, you're going to just knock down all the stakes around the tent. I think my rock came in pretty handy. Now it's time to move on. Now, if you find some poles with points on them, they're for the awning, so save those for later. I kind of cut this part out, but I actually didn't know how to set this tent up at first, so I had my friend who actually owned this tent come on in and help me out. It was kind of cold outside, and if you can't tell from his face, he was really excited about coming outside and helping me out. Look, I told you. Here comes the Flex Bow technology. So what you're going to do is put the sleeve over the pole. It has that kind of hammer end on it. Now there's two sets of these poles, and there's this little button on there that you want to go past with the other pole. Then you see him just pushing past that button and pushing it all up to the hammer part. Then put one set of poles on each side. Then you're going to find these poles with tension cords in between them, and those are your poles that go on the outside. Those poles will stand the tent up in the end. Now those hammer looking poles, like make sure that bump is actually facing down into the ground, because that's what those standing poles will go into. I felt bad how cold he was, so I told him he can go inside and I take over. Now for the 4 little tiny black poles. I don't know why I'm doing that, but 2 of them will go on each side of the tent. Then you'll feed those black poles through those sleeves on each side of the tent. And then here we are again, that hammer looking pole, official name of course. Then you're going to push those black poles inside that hammer pole until they bottom out. Now you're going to extend that sleeve in the middle until it goes past that button and clicks. Now these poles are too long to meet in the middle, so you're going to have to push them into each other, and that creates this tension in the middle. And to keep it that way, you have to pull the sleeve over the 2 poles to keep them together. Once you've done this, now you have the tension you need to lift it up. Just make sure that sleeve pole is living between those 2 little buttons, and that's perfect. I know it seemed like a lot of steps, but believe it or not, this tent's really easy to set up once you do it once or twice. Now it's time to lift the tent up, but don't do that. Don't do what I just did there. Now pick up the tent and put the end pole in. Not gonna lie, the tent's a little heavy, so be careful picking it up. Now you're gonna fit that end pole over that nub right there. Once you get it high enough and you get it over that nub, just use a standing pole to push it up. Between the stakes holding it down, now you have enough tension to push it into this little clip on the bottom here. And then that end pole is gonna go right over the end of that clip. That's the hardest part. Then you're done, well, on one side. Jeez, I'm so dramatic. Then just do exactly the same thing on the other side, and you're all done. I would say if you had someone to help you, it would definitely make this way easier. Overall though, I'll say it again, once you've done this like once, it goes up so fast. And I truly love the simplistic design of it all. Time to get out my handy rock and put the rest of the stakes in. Just look for those metal loops to put the stakes through. I was so convinced I might smash my fingers doing this, but I didn't, and we move on. And now for the awning. Now you use those 2 pointy poles, wow, I swear I speak English. Anyway, you need some guidelines to pull it out and give it tension, but to be honest, I rarely use the awning, so I'm just gonna skip it. Sorry. And instead I'm gonna roll it up like I usually do and show you how it looks that way. Just use the 3 canvas tie-ups to hold it up. The doors also have some great tie-ups to hold them open. I do really love how easy it is to hold things open and how sturdy those canvas tie-ups are. Also, these double windows on each side of the tent are awesome because they give you enough light and enough privacy at the same time. There are vents at the top, and remember this is a canvas tent, so it's good to have some airflow, but I do wish they were a little bit bigger. If you've ever been someone like me who wants more pockets on a tent, Kodiak is for you because there's pockets everywhere. There's a gear loft, side pockets, and then this big long pocket thing. It's incredible. I actually love the thick vinyl floor the most because you don't really need a ground tarp with it. It keeps all the moisture out on its own. I mean, when you feel this tent, you can tell it's durable. The canvas just is awesome. This tent does have a high price tag, but people who own it say it lasts forever. I mean, if you have room in your car for this, it's great for glamping, festival camping, or even a 4-season tent if that's what you need. I mean, as for carrying it deep into the woods, I don't think this is ideal at all. Overall, if you want to invest in a long-lasting tent, this is definitely one of my picks. Okay, that's it. I'm the Glant Guru. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment, all the good things. Take care.